What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. It is just crazy to me how there's people that have come to the reality that God actually exists, the creator of this universe, and they still go out their way to mock him. It makes no sense at all. Like, you're mocking the person who created you. So now we have these celebrities that have mocked God intentionally and then instantly have regretted it. It could have been a consequence that they faced for the mocking that they've done. Let's give this video a look and let's see what's going on. If you guys do want to watch part 10, part 11, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can stay tuned for that. Let's get into this.
Throughout history, there have been countless individuals who have chosen to disrespect. Throughout history, there have been countless individuals who have chosen to disrespect God Almighty for reasons that sound ridiculous when you say them out loud. These celebrities, politicians, and public figures arrogantly consider themselves to be above the natural order, and in doing so, they invite the wrath and punishment of the most supreme being. Consider the Titanic, for example, the grandest ship ever built. Its owner boasted that it was so strong and magnificent that not even God could sink it. And yet, on its very first voyage, the Titanic met a tragic end, plunging to the ocean floor and claiming countless lives. This disaster was a shocking reminder that no creation can ever truly be invincible, and that to mock the divine is to invite disaster. The same fate befell Marilyn Monroe, who was at her time the most iconic beauty of Hollywood. When approached by a man who spoke to her of Jesus and invited her to follow God, Monroe rejected him, saying, "I don't need your Jesus." Just 1 week later, Monroe was found dead in her apartment as she became a victim of a suspected drug overdose, most likely a suicide as deemed by authorities. The circumstances surrounding her death remain shrouded in mystery, but many have accepted that her refusal to honor God may have played a role in her tragic demise.
Well, yes, it's not God that killed her. It's just her taking the path of the devil that did. So she rejected Jesus. Jesus trying to come into her life, and she just rejected him.
Similarly, Tancredo Nevis, the former president of Brazil, once boasted that not even God could stop him from becoming president if he received 500,000 votes for his party. And guess what? He did receive all the votes he wanted. And yet just before his inauguration, Nevis was found dead due to severe diverticulitis.
Dang.
It was a sobering reminder that no amount of human power or influence can protect one from the consequences of disrespecting God. These are just a few examples of the countless individuals throughout history who have suffered for their hubris and lack of reverence for the divine. Whether it's Cazuza, the renowned singer who arrogantly puffed smoke into the air and declared, "God, that's for you," and died of lung cancer a week later, or countless other figures who have chosen to mock the divine.
These are some crazy
The message is clear. Those who disrespect religion and their creator do so at their own peril. Of course, honoring the divine is not simply a matter of avoiding disaster. It's a matter of recognizing that we are all part of a larger, interconnected universe, and that there is a deeper meaning to our lives than mere material success or personal ambition. By honoring the divine, we tap into a source of wisdom and guidance that can help us navigate the challenges of life and find meaning and purpose in our journey. But ultimately, the choice is ours. We can choose to live our lives in arrogance and defiance of the divine, or we can recognize our place in the cosmos and strive to honor the divine in all that we do. The rewards of the latter path are immeasurable, as we tap into a source of power and guidance that can transform our lives and help us realize our true potential. So let us choose wisely and honor the divine with all our hearts and souls. Now, of course, the idea of mocking God...
That's one thing I could definitely say. Purpose outweighs everything else. Like, you can have an individual that has all the money, all the cars, all the materialistic things, but if they lack purpose, they will always just, like, not be fulfilled, even with all those things. But if you have purpose, it just feels much more fulfilling.
God is considered wrong by many different religions and faiths around the world. From Christianity to Islam and Judaism to Hinduism, there is a widespread belief that disrespecting God is a grave mistake that can lead to serious consequences. But why is it so important to honor God and refrain from mocking or disrespecting Him? One reason why mocking God is considered wrong is that it shows a lack of gratitude for the gifts and blessings that He has bestowed upon us. For example, if we mock God for giving us a rainy day, we fail to appreciate the importance of rain for our survival and for the health of our planet. If we mock God for creating different races and ethnicities, we fail to see the beauty and richness of diversity and the opportunities it provides for learning and growth. Another reason why mocking God is wrong is that it shows a lack of humility and reverence. When we mock God, we are essentially putting ourselves above Him, as if we know better or are superior in some way, which is pretty narcissistic.
Yeah.
This kind of arrogance and pride is antithetical to the values of most religions, which emphasize the importance of humility, submission, and surrender to a higher power. Moreover, mocking God can lead to a sense of disconnection and alienation from the divine. When we mock God, we are essentially cutting ourselves off from the source of our spiritual nourishment and guidance. This can lead to feelings of emptiness, loneliness, and despair as we struggle to find meaning and purpose in life without a sense of connection to something greater than ourselves. In addition to these spiritual and philosophical reasons, there are also practical reasons why mocking God can be harmful. For example, when we mock God, we may be tempting fate or inviting disaster. This is particularly true when we express a sense of invincibility or indestructibility, as in the case of the Titanic or Tancredo Nevis. By assuming that we are above the laws of nature and the workings of the universe, we set ourselves up for a fall and risk paying a heavy price for our disrespect. Another practical reason
that's
why
something I was literally just thinking about today when he's talking about the laws of the universe. The laws of the universe had to be set in place by a creator. The same exact way is that, we have individuals that create this government, so they place certain laws on the government. And it's like, we need to follow those laws. The same exact thing when it comes to the laws of the universe. Like, there's just certain things that are going to happen if you do certain things, whether it's like the power of your thought or the power of your words. You say certain things, they end up just coming true because law states that, there's power in the tongue. And that's just the fact.
Mocking God can be
And that's
harmful
just universal.
is that it can lead to a sense of moral relativism or nihilism. When we mock God, we are essentially saying that there is no ultimate standard of right and wrong and that morality is a matter of personal preference or opinion. This can lead to a sense of moral confusion and chaos as people struggle to find a sense of direction or purpose in life without a shared set of values or principles. Finally, it is worth noting that mocking God can be hurtful and disrespectful to those who hold religious beliefs. For many people, their faith is an integral part of their identity and worldview, and mocking God can be seen as a personal attack or insult. This can lead to feelings of anger, resentment, and division, as people feel that their beliefs and values are being threatened or disrespected. In conclusion, there are many reasons why mocking God is considered wrong by so many different religions and faiths around the world. From a spiritual and philosophical perspective, mocking God shows a lack of gratitude, humility, and reverence, and can lead to a sense of disconnection and alienation from the divine. From a practical perspective, mocking God can be harmful in a number of ways, from tempting fate to promoting moral relativism or nihilism. And from a social perspective, mocking God can be hurtful and disrespectful to those who hold religious beliefs. All of these reasons suggest that it's important to honor God and refrain from mocking or disrespecting Him in order to cultivate a sense of gratitude, humility, and reverence, and to promote harmony, meaning, and purpose in our lives and in our communities. Honor and respect for God is an essential aspect of most religions and faiths across the world. It is a way of acknowledging and expressing gratitude for the blessings and goodness that God has bestowed upon us.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's just like repeating what it said over there, but it's just crazy to think about, and it's very, very true. One of the major events that happened just this year that we had covered was the carnival in Brazil. The Brazil carnival was wild. This right here, like literally, they were dragging. They had people dressed up as the devil. There was this one individual dressed up as the devil dragging another individual that was supposed to be Jesus on the ground. Like, just completely disrespectful. And then what happened like a couple days later, or like a week later, all of Brazil floods. And it's like, wow, like right here you guys can see in the thumbnail.
I want to show you some.
Look at this. This is what the Brazil carnival was like. So there's so many instances where people are just mocking God in today's society, which is just crazy to think about, but it is what it is. And like, they're just they're like literally rejecting God's protection and grace over their life and inviting other things, which is just, it shows just a level of pride which is bonkers, to think that you're above God. It's just wow. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can catch when I post another video just like this. Comment down below any other videos that you want to watch together. I love you guys. Peace.